Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It has been far too long, and I am so sorry, but you know how life gets. But today's episode, I would like to talk about learning about my Nigerian heritage. So, as I mentioned in our introduction video, I received an Ancestry DNA kit for Mother's Day this year, and I was so excited because I have been interested for a while now in finding out, where my family comes from more than just, grandparents and great grandparents. And so getting this kit kind of opened the door for me to be able to learn a little bit more about my history. So I actually received two different results from Ancestry DNA. The first result I got said that I was 32% Nigerian. Now, my next highest result was Mali. So I started there. Again, initially, I was super excited about learning I was majority Nigerian. I don't think I had an idea in mind of what the results were going to come back as, but finding out it was Nigerian was really exciting. So then, maybe a week or two after that, I got a second set of results from Ancestry where they kind of explained that as they get more DNA samples in and get more information, that the results can change. And luckily, it didn't change a ton. My second set of results came back that I was 28% Nigerian and 19% Ivory Coast and Ghana. So that was way higher than it was before. I think that number was about 3% in my first results, but that shot up all the way to 19%. So all in all, and then my third was Mali, which was 16%. So all in all, those three numbers together obviously make up a great percentage of who I am, and that is African, right? And so with that information, I immediately started diving into trying to learn more about Nigeria itself, about Nigerian artists, whether they were musicians or actors, authors. I researched some books and Nigerian films. So I've started reading, I've started watching films, listened to a lot more, not only Nigerian music, but just Afrobeats type of music. And found that it's a genre I hadn't explored a lot, but that I actually really like. So that's been really cool. Another thing that the results showed was it gives you a little snapshot of how much of your DNA match comes from each parent. And so one of my parents, and I'm thinking it's probably my mom, has about 35% Nigerian, which was really high. It was the highest for that parent. It doesn't tell you which parent is which, so you kind of don't know unless you get them a kit, which I do plan to do. But something exciting that's happening is my dad's side, his mom's side is doing a family reunion in the spring of or summer of next year. And I really want to go because one of their themes is tracing back your roots. So they will go back and find specifically where your side of the family immigrated here to the US and what their history is. So I'm really excited to find that out. Hoping me, Thomas, and the kids can all go, but if not, I'll probably go alone. It's in California, a state that I love to visit, so that would be really fun anyway. But then also my mom's side of the family, we were supposed to do a family reunion cruise to the Bahamas in 2020, but of course we all know what happened in 2020, COVID. And so the trip didn't happen, but something that they were compiling as we were planning the trip was everyone's relationships as far as whose child, who's had kids, who's gotten married, who's passed away, where they currently live, everybody's ages. And with that, they were creating a family book that had pretty much your lineage. And so I actually have to find that again. We've moved since then. I don't know what I put it with, but I do need to find that because I think that would be a really good starting point to trace that side of my family. And I'm trying to trace all of them as far back as I can. Ultimately, the goal is to be able to go to Nigeria and, maybe see specifically where my family is from. If I'm not able to do that, I would also love to just create a new family there in Nigeria, as far as finding people that are local there who are willing to show us around, teach us about the culture, teach us about their history. That would be equally as exciting. But I think the number one thing that I would love to do is find some relatives there. I think that would be really amazing. It'd be a way to stay connected to Nigeria and to Africa. And so I hope to, in a couple years, plan a trip there and definitely taking the whole family for that. But of course, it's going to take some time and some resources. In the meantime, I'm just trying to learn as much as I can. I've started trying to learn the language, Yoruba, which is the number one language taught or spoken there in Nigeria. So I've downloaded an app that I'm trying to do daily lessons on. I've started following some Nigerian creators on Instagram and YouTube, some that offer some free videos with lessons. Um, and I'm just trying to get as connected as I can. I want to find some Nigerians here in America, whether they were born and raised there or, like me, didn't learn about the Nigerian heritage until they were here, or maybe they were born there and moved here, but go back frequently. So I just want to find that community and just try to get back to tracing us back to there. So it's really tough in America, especially being Black. If you don't have strong familial foundations that are passing down information and history, you kind of lose it. And I'm hoping to not lose that. I'm fortunate enough to have most of my grandparents still alive, and I want to learn as much from them as I can while they're here. And I want that knowledge and information to be passed down through my kids, through hopefully future grandchildren, great grandchildren. I just want to bring back a lot of knowledge that was lost. And just like I said, pass that down for generations. I think it's so important for us to really know where we come from and where our story truly began. And so I'm really excited to be taking this journey. I hope you'll continue to follow along. I will definitely try to get much better about posting more frequently. But it is the holiday season, so bear with me. But family is just so important to me. We hosted our family here for Thanksgiving last week, and it's always such a great time to just have all the kids together, all the adults, our parents, grandparents. We have 4 generations here under this one roof, and it always fills me with so much joy to see that. And I want that for my kids, and I want that for my nieces and nephews. And, I just want us to have so much pride in where we come from, but that starts with figuring that out. So again, thank you for coming along on this journey with me. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to exploring more. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe on this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.